What's up, guys? It's Caliber here.
And the Beast.
And, we're coming to do a review of the Recurve RDA by Wotofo and MikeVapes. So, let's go ahead and show mine. Mike, are you gonna? Okay, there we go. There's mine. It looks exactly like his. Sadly, black is the only appealing color to this RDA.
Yeah, I mean, unless you had like a blue mod or something. I mean, like they have blue, but it's a really awkward blue. I think it's a metallic like baby blue, and I'm just like, that's a weird color choice.
Yeah, and obviously we got black, not because we want to be alike, but we both have the pulses are black. I also got black because it came with a black and red swirl drip tip to match my mod. So,
They do have another black one that has the word actually written in the blushed aluminum, where it doesn't actually paint it in, with the black tip. But I wasn't able to find it.
yeah, I wasn't able to find it. But I haven't had mine exactly quite a week yet. Tuesday would have been a week I've had it for. But the thing with RDAs are, hang on, let me pull myself up. The thing with RDAs is either it works or it doesn't work. Either you like the way it vapes or you don't like the way it vapes. The only reason I do a 1 week period is mainly for the mods.
Hmm.
Because I would like to see, like, if, because most mods that are regulated that have this little port or are upgradable, firmware is upgradable on it. And I would like to see if they put out a firmware update just to see if the mod has any issues before said firmware upgrade. So, but let's go ahead and talk about the build deck. It's an interesting looking build deck, I will give it that, but it's very, very simple to build on. And the fact that they give you coils to actually install, 3 coils, not
Hmm.
bad.
Yep.
Wotofo's always been good like that. I know with my Serpent RDTA, it came with some Nichrome Claptons. This came with some Nichrome Claptons. So, yeah, go ahead and get some juice on there. And let's dive into this. Clouds. Definitely could put down some clouds. So, this is it is 22, isn't it?
It's a well, I mean, it's theoretically it's a 24. They say it is, but it's the actual deck itself is really like a 22 because the curve.
Yeah, so the curve. So it's a 24 and a 22 if you want to get technical.
Right, right. It's a
24
20.
millimeter cap with a 22 deck. It's an awkward setup, but
It is.
it's a good setup. The way it functions, the way it vapes is just it's all amazing. So, building on the deck, like I said, is an easy deck to build on. You do get those their little tools, probably about what that big.
Yeah, they look like an Allen key. That's all it looks like.
Let me go ahead and get them.
Yeah,
Go ahead and talk.
yeah. He's. Um, I like the honeycomb idea where it kind of goes through the holes. I kind of got set up, and I don't know about um, if he does it or not. We have it kind of set off the honeycomb, but which kind of gives it more of an actual true wide open. Um, or you can use the honeycomb. It's a little bit more restrictive, but it's still wide open. Then you can kind of turn it to block off some of the holes in the honeycomb design. Um, like I said, that it's really easy to build on. I mean, even with the tools not even being there, you can kind of gauge where you need to be, even if it didn't even if you had to like worry about the lead length and all. It's got 2 holes on each side, and that's however you wrap it. So it's like if you wrap it left-handed or right-handed, you can pop it in easy as pie and just put the screws that are right underneath the lead anyway. So really, it's really as RDA takes all the guesswork out of trying to like build. It's really quick and easy. I did my first build in a parking lot, um, literally with the screwdriver that was in there, and I happened to have something to clip my leads and my cotton with, and that was it. I mean, it was really that easy. Um, I think, like I said, it takes all the guesswork out, and it functions well. I think it like it produces clouds, like he says. It's really good for flavor. I mean, it's a single coil, so I mean that flavor does kind of come through on those a little bit better, I think. And it comes pre-installed with the Squonk pen, so I was able just to kind of pop it right on my freaking 80 watt and go to after I built on it in the parking lot. It was ready to go.
Yeah, so let me go ahead and get this stuff back in the box.
Okay.
This
But
box is a little sticky at times.
oh, I will address this. There's a bunch of things going around online about it not being entirely flush on some of them, saying that quality control wasn't there. I don't know if it's what's happening because I obviously don't have their RDA in my hands. But I do know that if you do not want, there is actually, oh, took the thing off, but anyway, it doesn't matter. There's actually like a little tiny indentation kind of raised on the cap inside the cap. You can't really see. You might have to put yours up if you could, but because yours will go more. But there's actually like a little lip on that lip right there. Is actually a little bit of a cutout on there, and it will correspond with what's on here, which is in front. It kind of notches down there, like right here. If you see the lip, it will kind of like right where it kind of has a notch, and you kind of got to line that up just right, and then it will go flush onto the cap will go flush with the whole RDA. I don't know if that's what's happening with some people's. Maybe they don't know that it has that kind of a lip. I know that the Pulse had that same issue when it came out, the 24. That people didn't know it had those little notches because they were kind of hard to notice unless you were really looking at it.
Yeah, I
And
see what you're talking about.
yeah, so I don't know if that's what people are having issues with, where they're not getting
Let's
it
see if I
completely
can't
lined
show
up and then
this.
they try to push it down. I don't know. Yeah, you might be able to get it in there better.
I may have to end up pulling my camera tool out.
Mm.
So, just
Yeah, that's what I think might be the issue. But after you figure that out, after you know where where it's at, what you're looking for, you can kind of twist the cap a little bit on the deck, and then it'll go right on top of it, like perfect and snug right against the whatever mod you have it plugged or attached.
you got good lighting, so you may not be able to. Oh, yeah, no, you can see it.
Yep, a little tiny raised area right there. It's kind of cut out right there on the side right there. Yep, it's like a little indentation. It kind of raises up on that part, and it's got two lower sections on the sides right there where it kind of cuts in. And that's the same way it's on the posing to the deck. Where the honeycomb is, it's a little bit more raised, like on the back side of it where the screws are. And then right here where the open part would be where you put your coil through and your cotton through where your juice wells are, it's a little bit like lowered down a bit. So if you don't get it in there just right, it's going to be setting up a little higher. And I think that's where people are having issues with it. But again, I haven't got a hold of their RDA. Maybe theirs is actually something is wrong with it, and I don't know. I'm just saying maybe somebody can look into like
All
see if
right.
it's that.
So here's the little coiling rods with your little measures there. You cut it up to this line right here, and I find if you can. So I'm gonna show. I'm not gonna wreck one of the other coils right now, but essentially what you do is you have your coil on here. You have it lined up with this, and you cut right here. Well, if the coil is right here, you'd cut.
Yep.
So I'm gonna keep these out because I'm gonna actually end up putting those in this
Mm-hmm.
because I like to have all my tools together. It's just something I do. But going back to the RDA, so the airflow is really, really nice on it. It's kind of restrictive, but not to the point of you're kind of overworking your lungs or you're straining your lungs. It's gonna get really awkward. So it's restrictive, but It's a comfortable restrictive.
Yeah.
Now, I know I've seen a lot of people point this out, and I think this is amazing. If you turn this all the way this way, now it's wide open. I don't know why you'd vape it like that. You don't get no flavor from it. Uh, drip tip. I'm absolutely loving the drip tip. Drip tip
Oh
itself.
yeah. It's nice.
Like, all right, so we'll go ahead and pull this beauty off right here. So obviously they're both 810, but this is just now it's a little awkward. I can still vape it. It's vapable, but it just feels weird because I'm so used to this. That little curve makes it really comfortable and it vapes amazing. Let's go ahead because I don't think I have very many drip. Oh yeah, I do have another drip tip in front of me. Now, if I wanted to, I'm gonna have to pull this cap off. And push up from underneath because the O-ring tolerance on this one, on this cap, is tight. Yeah, if I wanted to, bam. Still tight. So we'll go ahead and put this back on here. Stick this over here. Stick this over here. And you know, we'll just go ahead and take this one off. It doesn't look too bad. But we'll say this. Drip Tip doesn't vape the same. So I mean you could put any drip tip on here. I like this curve and I think a lot of people will. Screws? They're eh. If and I've seen Rip Trippers. I watched his video. If you're gonna use this with these screws, use a flathead. Don't use a Phillips. You'll end up stripping them out. So, flatheads work fine. Phillips not so much. I'm not gonna attempt to use the Phillips on here, just because this is the only set of screws I have. Besides I think it comes with some Allen screws. But yeah. So what do I rate this RDA or RSA? I rate it 6.5. It's a fair rating, 6.5. Just because it's not going to be for most people. Squonking may be big, but a lot of people in this industry love to run dual coils. And this is marketed to a very small handful of people. But in the terms of looks, I'll give it a 7. Maybe a 7.5. Just because it looks amazing. And vapes, why am I giving it such a low rating? This really deserves more. I'd say an 8.5. It's not a perfect 10 because it would have to be flawless, not a 10. 8.5. Vape's great. I'm giving it my personal rating of an 8.5. On industry standards, it'd probably be like a 6.5 because there is better single coil RDAs or RSAs out there. But 8.5, because we do have to look at the price point. This thing is $30. $30 will get you in a good ballpark. This is a great setup. This pairs really well with this. Even though I got this new mod, I prefer to always go back to this just because tripping does get old. And I like swapping back and forth. Right now, these are my two go-to mods. You always have to have a switcher. Which is funny because I have a mod called the Switcher. So, but I think that's pretty much it for this video. If you guys enjoyed the video, leave a like down below. Don't forget to comment and subscribe. Don't forget to subscribe to, hang on, him. He is S13 _ the Beast. Anyways, guys, this is Beast and Caliber signing out.